live presentation with my good friend, Captain Daniel Hadawi from the Island Spirit-Ventura Sportfishing. Daniel, always good to see you. How are you, my friend?
Good to see you, Phil. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Couldn't be any better, and it's always great to see you. The Island Spirit is got to be one of my favorite rides. Big, spacious, great food, great crew, and we're curious what you're up to for this weekend because we've got trips on the Island Spirit Saturday and Sunday. What are you looking at, Daniel?
Absolutely. We're first of all appreciate that. We always love having you guys out. We're a definite go for both Saturday and Sunday. Got pretty nice weather and had really good bottom fishing lately. Probably gonna more of the same. Um, we have another, I think, 2 weeks left of fishing under 300 feet, and then the regulations change, and we have to fish deeper than 300 feet. So gonna be keeping that theme of fishing like whitefish and rockfish, and keeping it in the 200s or something, shallower water. You know, take advantage of that before we're gonna be fishing deep for the rest of the year here.
All right, our buddy Dan Lightfoot says hello, and he asked about depth, so you've already
Mhm.
answered that. One thing when you're fishing that shallower water is you don't need big, heavy gear, really, do you?
Nah, you can fish with light gear. It's totally fine. We have tons of people fishing with spinners and stuff like that, and they do just fine.
All right, very good. So, shallow water rockfish. Let's talk a little bit about surface action. Is that going on? Is there a chance at catching some stuff like that?
Yeah, there's a chance. We have nice sardine in our bait receivers again, so definitely something we're gonna try. Catch some bass, go in the kelp there at the end of the day. So, absolutely a chance at some surface stuff. Try for some, halibut, bass, barracuda, stuff like that. So, I'm gonna be giving that a shot as well this weekend.
All right, Mitchell joins us and he says, "Yeah, the reps changed. Time to dust off the electric reels and lobster hoop nets for sure, man. That is for sure."
Oh yeah.
I've seen like occasional good catches of some decent bass fishing up your way. Also, I know
Mhm.
that it's nothing you can bank on right now, but should you bring some artificial lures or has your bait been good? What's the deal with all of that? And Dan Lightfoot's asking the same situation. Dan, great minds think
Yeah.
alike.
Um, for a couple months there, we had live bait, but it was that tiny anchovy that you can hardly get on your hook. So the guys fishing the artificials were doing a lot better, catching bass and stuff. But we're back to having really nice sardine in our wells. We have really good bait right now. So you don't really need the artificials, but if you enjoy fishing them and know how to do it, absolutely, you can bring your artificials and feel free to fish with them. But we do have very good live bait as well.
Daniel, we have people joining us from around the world and they're coming to Ventura maybe and want to jump on a trip. Where do
Yeah,
you fish exactly? Not much on the coast right now. You're fishing islands. What
yeah,
islands do you fish? What islands are accessible to you on this run?
yeah. So we usually fish Anacapa or Santa Cruz Island. On occasion, we'll go down the coast. There's a couple nice reefs that we have good rock fishing on that are down the coast a little bit. Sometimes we do that. Um, and then obviously on when we have extended trips, there's a couple other areas that are past Anacap Island that have really good rock fishing as well that we go to. So on a typical half day trip, we usually start out at Anacap Island, and sometimes we even get to fish a second island and go to Santa Cruz as well. But you can usually bank on fishing at Anacapa on a half day trip.
Yeah, and your half day trip seems to be a little longer than most, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., right?
Yeah, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
And given your penchant for staying late, it might even be a little bit later than that if everybody on
Yeah.
board could do that. And I think that's great stuff. Q Ball says, "Good morning, Captain Daniel.
Good
Great to
morning.
have you here with us. Sunday is Kids Fish Free Day. Tell us about that."
Absolutely. We still have plenty of room for this Sunday. It is kids fish free. So with each adult ticket that you purchase, you can bring a child ages 12 or under for free.
All right, good stuff. And man, the smiles on those trips are extraordinary, man. I
Oh
love
yeah.
that. Getting the kids out there is so good for them. And it just presents a really great atmosphere. Weather, you said it's going to be decent, it looks like.
Yeah, weather looks pretty nice for both weekend days. We're excited for that.
All right, good stuff. And I never even asked this because, well, because I figure most people know. But like I said, there's people all around the world watching this. You have a full galley on there, right? I can walk in the galley.
Yeah.
I can get a breakfast, pancakes and bacon and eggs, or I can get a breakfast burrito. Or why don't you tell us a little bit about the galley?
Yeah, we got tons of options. We got a full service hot galley, so we sell all the drinks, snacks, beer you'd want, and then breakfast and lunch are served as well. For for breakfast, you can either get a breakfast burrito, breakfast plate, breakfast sandwich, pancakes. Anything that involves eggs, bacon, potatoes. We'll make you whatever you want for breakfast, and for lunch tons of options as well. We have several different types of burgers on the menu. We got hot dogs, quesadillas, grilled cheese, tacos, burritos. It's a lot of options. We got tons of good food in the galley there.
All right, good stuff. Daniel Lightfoot, how do I get away with bringing both my grandkids by myself? By finding a friend that wants to go with you, Dan.
Yeah, bring a buddy, and you can bring the second grandkid for free.
Cue Ball was out there with you. He said he took his kids and they had an absolute blast. So that is great stuff. And cool, granddaddy. There's your volunteer, man. He'll go with you, Dan.
There you
Problem
go.
solved, man. There you go. Abe's a great guy. Abe, good to see you here this morning. Mackie says, bring a leash uh, for one of the kids, I guess. Too funny, man. Anything else, Daniel? I mean, do you have an equipment? Like what should people bring in terms of tackle? Perhaps we could end with that. What
Yeah,
should people bring?
yeah. Tackle's pretty simple. It's much of the same. I'd bring sinkers ranging from like 6 to 16 ounces. Maybe one small sinker for a halibut drift, like a 4 or 6 ounce sinker. Maybe a couple 10-ounce sinkers, couple 16-ounce sinkers for rock fishing, and then with the size bait we have now, it's nicer bait. You can use instead of like the size 2 or size 4 J hooks, maybe switch to 1.0 or 2.0 J hooks. Probably better for the size bait we have now, and then also 3.0 circle hooks for rock fishing, and then maybe a variety of sliding sinkers as well.
All right, good stuff, man. All you got to do is offer to get one of Dan's grandkids on the boat by going and whether you're a man or not, he's calling you babe. He says, "Thank you,
I
babe."
see that.
Yeah, and Mackie said he's married, but you're welcome. Man, this is getting a little off in the wrong direction here. Hey, Daniel, what's the best way to book, man? It's going to be an extraordinary weekend up there. Saturday, Sunday, Island Spirit-Ventura sport fishing. What is the best way to accomplish that?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys can call the landing at 805-676-3474, and either Sal or Taylor, one of our office staff members there, are going to be more than happy to help you guys get a spot on the Island Spirit. If you prefer to do it yourself, you can go online at venturasportfishing.com and make your reservation there.
Hey, and how does that work online when you have a kid? Is there a box you check, or how does that work?
It's if you want to take advantage of the kids fish free special, it's better to call the landing so that they can do it for you, or you can call the landing and they'll give you a discount code that you can put in at checkout. But it gets a little bit confusing. If you want to bring a kid for free, it's easier to just call the landing and they'll take care of it for you.
All right, I was thinking of that. The mighty Mackie wants to know: are you still having game fish only days? I think you were doing like a lingcod kind of thing at one point,
Yeah, we
or
were doing like lingcod specials and halibut specials. That's something we may do in the future. We were also thinking about doing those deep water rock fishing specials as well once the regs change a bit. Yeah, we have a couple different things in mind. We haven't put anything up yet, but obviously as soon as we do, we'll do a show and keep you guys posted.
I highly recommend to everybody watching that you go back and watch the video we did with Daniel when we did the deep water
Yeah,
rock fishing. We had a 12-pound boccaccio, as I remember, and just giant cod, and that's right around the corner. When does that deep water open up again?
just a couple weeks away. I believe it's October 1st.
All right, perfect. That all sounds great. Daniel, always a pleasure. Always great to see you. And let's see, when are you going to Hidden Reef? That's what Cue Ball wants to know. After
Yeah,
October 1st, right? Sometime
yeah.
after that.
After October 1st, we might put a couple deep water cod specials up where perhaps we leave an hour early or stay an hour late, something like that. Just give us a little more time and can do that.
Yeah, I'm in, man. I'll be up there. I can't wait for that. I love that kind of fishing.
Yeah,
Daniel,
absolutely.
always a pleasure. You have a great day and a wonderful weekend. I know all the folks that will be joining you from Freeman Adventures are going to have the time of their lives.
Appreciate it. Really looking forward to seeing you guys. Have a good weekend.
Take care, Daniel.
You too, Phil. Thank you.